Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? You do not want to miss tonight's special broadcast. Sunday Night Live. It's going to be powerful. We've got some information here we've got to share with you tonight that I believe is critically important to understanding Comet Ison, China taking land from Japan and South Korea. What about the American that has been captured, an 85-year-old war hero? A Korean veteran captured by the North Koreans, held in prison. He's 85. What about Pastor Saeed Abedeli in Iran? Why didn't we get him out when we cut this deal? Why did we just ignore him? Folks, wait a minute. I mean, there's so much to talk about. Comet Ison, will it survive? Listen to this. First of all, groundbreaking, breaking news. Everybody knows the 6 superpower nations of United States, Russia, China, England, France, and Germany all signed a deal with Iran. And Iran promises not to make any enriched uranium for the next 6 months. In return, we give them $7 billion, freeing up some of their assets that's been frozen. On a wing and a prayer and a promise, they didn't even give us our pastor back. I don't even think we ask. I don't think our people care in Washington. I really don't. I'll just be honest. I don't believe Washington cares about that pastor. I don't think they care about this war veteran. I don't think they care about the American named Kenneth Bay from Seattle that's been rotting in North Korea the last few months. I really don't. I don't think they care. Okay? I really don't. You say, Pastor, that's kind of sarcastic. No, it's just honest. They don't care about the 5.5 million people who lost their health insurance. They sure don't care about those guys. Now, having said that, the deal was signed, all right? You're not going to believe this, folks, but it's amazing. But the ink wasn't dry on John Kerry's signature when earthquakes began hitting Iran. There was a 5.2 earthquake that hit Iran. About 2 hours later, a 4.1 shook Iran. A few hours later, a 4.2 hit Iran. And then not long ago, we had another 5.4 hit Iran. Today, 4 powerful quakes shaking the ground, shaking the area in Iran. 4 quakes since the signing of this agreement. That's not the only place there was earthquakes. Russia also had a 5.0 and another 5.0, and Iraq had a 5.3. I mean, there's some other places. We'll talk about all of them. But 4 earthquakes of pretty good size all hit Iran just hours after, during today, all today, after the signing of this agreement. I think God is angry. And what I'm worried about is America, France, Britain. Are you guys awake? But wait a minute. There's more to talk about today. I want to thank Troy for that report, but we're also going to discuss tonight about the secret U.S. meeting with Iran that took place back in March of 2013 when the United States sent an envoy of negotiators, William Burns, Jake Sullivan, Wendy Sherman, all went to meet in Oman, the country of Oman, a secret meeting to talk just with Iran back in March. We didn't tell anybody about it. Matter of fact, President Obama finally told Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu that the meeting took place, that there had been 5 meetings. He finally told Benjamin Netanyahu this past September, and then told the other 5 nations that are involved in the negotiation. We're going to discuss that. We got more information on that. Also, Damascus, Syria. It's no look. The burden of Damascus, Isaiah 17:1. Damascus, behold, it's taken away from being a city. It's being a ruinous heap. 160 people have died the last 2 days. A lot of them Christians right there in Damascus. Nick of New York, I want to thank you for these reports. Also, Mount Sinabung in Indonesia has erupted 8 times today. 8 times today. God's angry about this deal. You might say, oh, whatever. No, God is angry because somebody has just touched the apple of God's eye. Be very careful, folks. Be very careful. God said he'll bless them that bless Israel, but he'll curse them that curse Israel. Be very careful. You might say, well, what did Indonesia do? No, nothing. God's just going to shake the earth. Now, Mark Smith, I want to thank you for that report. Also, there's a major problem. Let me read a little bit about Japan. China today just went ahead and took some islands from Japan and South Korea. Are you serious? Are you serious? Yes. Reports that Japan has warned today, on this November 24, 2013, Japan warns of a danger of unpredictable events, and South Korea voiced great regret following China's unilateral declaration of the air defense zone over areas claimed by Tokyo and Seoul. Japanese Foreign Minister Fumio Kishida said that his country was considering making stronger protests at a higher level after China announced that it was setting up its zone over these areas, basically over islands controlled by Japan and some islands controlled by South Korea. China has decided to just take the land. They're just taking them. They want them. They need them. They say they got to have them for a strategic position. They say they're probably ours anyway. We're just taking them. So, folks, this is it. We got I had 12 prophecies that the Lord gave me. And New Year's Eve last year, during a live broadcast, I got in the Spirit of God, and they just came out of me. And one of them, all of them have happened or in the process of happening. Every one of them, which is amazing to me. Some of them were unbelievable. One of them is there would be great unrest in Asia. Great unrest in Asia. Well, here we go. We've had a lot of threats from North Korea, but China taking land from Japan and South Korea while Kim Jong-un is running around threatening America all year long with nukes and has even grabbed a couple of our citizens? Are you serious? What is going on? Folks, we really, and let me just talk about Comet Ison for a minute. The question is, will the icy comet survive? Well, for months, all eyes in the sky have pointed at the comet that's zooming toward a blistering close encounter with the sun. And the moment of truth comes this Thursday on Thanksgiving, as the sun-grazing comet Ison, now thought to be less than a mile wide, now that's crazy. Who says it's less than a mile wide? I mean, Jesse Waltman of BP Earthwatch feels like the thing could be 12 miles wide. So there's some conflicting reports here. Anyway, this sun-grazing comet Ison, now thought to be less than a mile wide, will either fry and shatter, victim of the sun's incredible power, or endure with quite a possibility to put on a fabulous celestial show. We're going to find out. And if it does explode and shatter, where do all those pieces of that comet go? And what about the 12 million mile trail behind a debris field of asteroids and meteorites? Where do they all go? What goes on? What happens? Oh, signs in the heavens, folks. The Bible said there'd be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and the stress of nations with perplexity, and the sea and the waves roaring. We'll keep a close eye on what's going on right now. I'll be right back. Don't miss today's show. Please, special report tonight. Special broadcast. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Where? At paulbegleyprophecy.com. At my website, www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. It's from 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern. From 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss it. Whatever you do, don't miss it. Because something biblical is truly going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ.